Hello everyone, my Tyranid army is coming to life. We are still far to reach the 1000 point, but step by step we will get there. My goal is to restore these Nids without repainting them. I wanna going through a quick makeover, moving from this to this. I found this bunch of painted Genestealers and Tyranids in my vault. I painted them a long time ago, when contrast color and shades didn't exist, and my skill weren't at the current level. I was just a kid. These Genestealers look flat, dirty, and lack of volume. I will use these colors for contrast and highlighting, and of course the markers. For some Genestealers, it's enough to start with a pink dry brush to highlight the most exposed parts, while for others it's necessary to apply first a contrast to darken the recesses. The batch of Nids is composed by 15 Genestealers and 3 Tyranids Warriors. Most of them are similar, but there are some that are quite different from the others. For instance, this is quite pale, and this Tyranids is completely coated in red. I want to stick to the classic color schema, armor purple, blue, and pink flesh with red claw, but I want also somehow preserve the style of the model. So, phase 1. As I just mentioned, I start by applying an extra contrast layer for the pale model, followed by a pink dry brush. In the second step, each model will get its own red claw. I like using red for talons and nails. Red is energetic color, it naturally attracts attention and it gives the model a sense of confidence and power. Step 3. The armor. First, I apply a strongly thinned purple contrast to soften the colors and increase the volumetric effect. Then, highlight the edges with a wider shade of the same purple paint. For the Tyranids, I also apply a yellow base to the scale, to make them look older, and only later highlighted them in white. The models are already much better than before. Now all that's left is to refine them, fix any imperfection and highlight the edges. An important part of this restoration is customizing the Tyranids organic weapons. Each model will look slightly different, and creating a good transition effect on the sword will take quite a bit of time. For the sword, I used a very thin paint, applied several times, creating a smooth transition between the bone white and the blue. This process is quite long, because the paint must dry completely before applying a new coat. I applied about 10 coats. The sword alone, plus the final finish, took a whole day. First coat of very thinned blue, then wait for it to dry completely. During the process, it is important that the color is uniform. If you see any stain of color, you must remove them. I use the cotton bud for this. Every coat is made with a very thinned blue, moving the brush in one direction, always the same direction, from the tip to about halfway up the sword. Then wait. It needs to be completely dry before apply another coat. With each coat, we get closer and closer to the final result, smoothing the transition from an white bone to an intense light blue. Here, what the sword looks like. I think it's quite nice. However, to make it even more nicer, I dry brushed it with both shades of paint to make the transition from one color to the other even more smooth. The same goes for the other Tyranid Warrior, with the sword. In this case, the color transition is from pink to bone white, This one also looks nicer than before. Here they are, the restored Tyranids, along with the others I painted in another video. They will all be part of one large Tyranid army. That's all for today, thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, consider to subscribe. Ciao!